Hello. Alright, in this video we're going to expand. Okay, in the previous video I have teach you how to expand a binomial term. Alright, a binomial term. For this case you have 1 over square root of 4 minus x, right? So the binomial term for this it will be 4 minus x. This is 4 minus x to the power of 1 over 2, right? So you can bring it up, become negative 1 over 2, right? Where this is a rational number, right? A rational number. So rational number, which is a fractional number, right? Even though it's negative or positive, it is a rational number. So this is different. The expansion, the formula for expansion is different from the binomial expansion involving positive integer. Alright, so then I have teach you that the rule here, the first you must make sure this to be 1. Must be 1. Right? Must be 1. So how to make this 1? So you cannot suddenly change this to 1, right? So you have to factor out the 4, right? The condition is the term here must be 1 before you expand. So you factorize the 4. Okay, you factorize the 4, then you will have 1 minus x over 4, right? If you factorize the 4 out, you have 1 minus x over 4, because 4 multiply 1, you have 4, and 4 multiply x over 4, you cancel the 4, you have negative x, right? But don't forget, everything is power of negative 1 over 2, right? Negative 1 over 2. So okay, you have convert 4 minus x equals to 1 minus x over 4, everything to the power of negative 1 over 2. So it's the same as A, this is your B, right? It's a 4 power of negative 1 over 2, and 1 minus x over 4, also power of negative 1 over 2. So 4 to the power of negative 1 over 2 is the same as 2 to the power of 2 to the power of negative 1 over 2. So you have 2 to the power of negative 1, which gives you 1 over 2, right? So you have 1 over 2 here, and now leaving you with this bracket. So which here is already 1, right? 1. So after here is 1, right? The A plus B, the A is already become 1. Then you can start expand, okay, by using the formula. So now, as I teach you in the previous video, we see the pattern, right? We see the pattern. But this question is asking you to expand the x up to and including the term in x cubed, right? So, okay, so I just rewrite it's a 1 over 2, and I open a big bracket because I'm going to expand this, right? Expand this one. So always the first one must be 1. 1 plus with 1 plus. So this is your n, this is your b, alright? So it means this is your n, right? This is your n. So negative 1 over 2. Your b is the term after 1. So this is 1. This is your a is 1, your b is negative x over 4. Alright, the formula always 1 plus nb for the second term. So now you want to expand for, this is power 1, right? So you need another 2 term to reach x to the power of 3. So let's see the pattern. So this very important, I have tell you before, this second term is very important. So now I draw out this, I put a bracket. So negative 1 over 2, I will write back, and the negative x over 4 also I write back. But this one is power 1, now become power of 2, right? So if power of 2 here, you divide by 2 factorial, right? 2 factorial, and you add another bracket for this, which is negative 1 over 2, you have minus 1, right? This is the third term. So to get another term, very easy, you copy back what you have here, negative 1 over 2, negative 1 over 2 minus 1, and negative 1 over 2 minus 2. Just add another bracket, which is minus 1 minus 2. Later, negative x over 4, negative x over 4. From power of 2 become power of 3. So we divide by 3 factorial. So I should stop here because you have x power 1, x power 2, and x power 3. So then it's continue. We write is to be continue, right? You have to write this. So to tell that it's not terminate yet. All right. So okay, it's up to x power 3. So now it's time for you to use your calculator to evaluate. All right. The first two terms very easy. You don't need calculator. Negative, negative, positive, x over 2, 4, 8. All right. Let's look at the third term here. All right. So using calculator. So you have this calculator, this type of calculator. You have 1 over negative 1 over 2, right? Negative 1 over 2. Slowly key in negative 1 over 2 bracket minus 1. All right, negative 1 to minus 1. Then you have put bracket. So and you add another bracket which is for this one. All right. If you see carefully, here is negative 1 over 2, negative 1 minus 1, and the number in front of x here is negative 1 over 4. Negative 1 over 4 have to square. All right. Negative 1 over 4 you have to square. So you're adding negative 1 over 4. Then you have to square. Right. All right. You see the screen. Negative 1 over 4. You square. Then go below. You key in 2 factorial. 2 factorial. Okay. Negative 1 over 2. Negative 1 over 2 minus 1. Negative 1 over 4 square. 2 factorial. Exactly the same as this. So of course the x will be square. Right. So you key in equal. You have 3 over 128. Alright, 3 over 128. So I'm going to write here. You will have 3 over 128 x to the power of 2. Alright, now we go for the fourth term. Okay, without erase what you have doing. Alright. Without erase all the things that you key in, you pressing the button AC, right? AC, then you call back, you pressing the arrow here, so you call back everything. So you just insert the one that you need, right? You insert. Okay, you know that. Okay, you see that. Now, just now you key in this one. Now you need this, right? So you already have these two. You just need to key in this one, right? And you want to convert the square to be cube, right? And 3 factorial. So you're going to insert this bracket first. Okay, negative. You put a bracket. You put a bracket. You have bracket already. Then you go inside the bracket and you key in negative 1 over 2 minus 2 round. Okay, minus 2 for now. So don't forget. All right. Okay. Negative 1 over 2, and for this you have to change the power of 2 become power of 3, right? Now it's negative 1 over 4 to the power of 3, and go down you have 3 factorial, 3 shift factorial. Okay, now you have changed everything. So you're pressing the button equal, then you have 5 over 1024. All right, 5 over 1024, which is x to the power of 3. Okay, you have to write plus dot dot dot. So okay, then you expand the 102 inside. You have 102 plus with x over 28 16. 2 times with 128, you have 256. 3 over 256 to the power of x power of 2, and 5 over 1024 times 2, right? 1024 times 2, 2048. X to the power of 3, so on and so far, right? So, okay, this is the way you expand a bracket for a rational power. So it's not end yet. This question actually asking you to find the interval of x, right? Now the interval of x. So so that the expansion is valid, right? So you have to understand, you have to, in order to using this expansion, so you also must understand the interval for x so that the expansion is valid. So means this expansion is not valid if we are not having a, we have to know that they have a condition so that the expansion is valid. So what's the condition? Very easy. Okay, from the expansion here you have 4, right? 4. So 4, 4. So you see that this bracket, because you are using, you're using this bracket to expand. You're using this bracket to expand, right? You're using this binomial term, 1 minus x over 4, to expand, which is 1 here. Here is 1, right? So it must be 1 here. So now you take the b term, the b, this term here, all right, the one that in b after the 1, this term b, you take this term, you go and put a modulus is less than 1. This is the condition, all right? This is the interval that they want, what they mean. So it means you modulus of this term, which is negative x over 4, and you take it to be less than 1, right? So modulus of negative 1 over 4 is 1 over 4. Modulus of x less than 1. So modulus of x is less than 4 times 1. You have 4. So therefore the interval for which the expansion is valid is between 4 and negative 4, right? So means that any value in between negative 4 and 4, so the expansion you can use this expansion, right? So that's the thing that you need to know. So okay, I will do one more example for you for this type of expansion.